What's going on, my friends? This is Rowan from Optimized FX. Welcome to a weekend update that I have for all the EAs that I have, and essentially just like a wrap up of all the robots that I've had running for the last couple of weeks on this laptop anyway. The reason being is that I'm going to start a new $1,000 challenge, because it seems like $1,000 is really popular, and I think everyone can kind of get $1,000 and start a robot with $1,000. So it seems like a great idea to do challenges with 1,000 instead of 10,000 or 200. I find that $200 is a little bit too little of an account to run an expert advisor automatically anyway, without intervening. The idea that I had was I'm going to put like the best EAs that I've kind of used up against each other in a $1,000 challenge. So the best of the best against the best of the best. And what I'm looking for is not so much the most profit, but the lowest drawdown. So that will be interesting. I think that will be definitely interesting. We'll see what happens with the market in the next couple of weeks. And being that it is a weekend now, this should be recording quite fine. I've found that if I record a video during the week with all of these expert advisors running on all of these terminals. Now, if you have a look here, I've got 12 terminals here, all running. And when they're all running while the market is open, the computer just can't handle recording the video. It just runs out of CPU. It is a Core i5, but it is a mobile Core i5. It's a laptop, and it just can't handle encoding the video. The audio side is fine because, as you saw in the last video, the voice was fine, but it's just the video was quite choppy. It was chopping in and out. So I am sorry about that. There was nothing I could really do. But the only thing I can do in that instance during the week is I have to turn terminals off, and then I can record without any problems. So moving forward, let's get into a rundown of all the expert advisors that I had running for the last couple of weeks on this laptop, and we'll start with the moving average multiplier running on GU, 15-minute time frame. Now, as you can see, I think I did start this on about $1,000, and it is $1,024 right now. It's not going to show me any information because the markets are closed, but it doesn't have any open orders right now. So it looks like GU came down and it closed in profit after a while, which was quite interesting. So what a loss of 175 according to this here. Oh no, this can't be right. Yeah, I see. So the moving average multiplier, I find it reads history. Let's just have a look for the last week, which is not going to be right because it's 28th, 21st. Okay, this is what we wanted to see. Yeah, so $104. Yeah, so it's pretty much break even, this one, on pound USD. So this week it went into drawdown, it's come back, and it's actually made some money, and we're back even again, which is really good. However, I think I'll stop this in favor of the challenge, and we'll move on. This was a high risk one. It was using 5% of the account equity. So yeah, it's a really interesting setting. It's really risky, but we'll move on to Dragon Expert, which is has a balance of 15,046, starting at 10,000. Now, I did have someone tell me in the comments that running or starting with 0.06 lots was a little bit too risky. So what I've done is I've changed it back to 0.02, but it doesn't really matter because I'm going to start this again I'm actually going to do fresh. I'll see if I can do fresh demo accounts. If I can't start on Monday, I'll do it on Tuesday. But the idea is I'm going to start on fresh demo accounts. I may even do fresh terminals as well. I'll just delete all the ones that I've got here, and I'll do some fresh ones, just to make sure that everything is all sweet, like all even between all the robots. The only thing that's going to change, obviously, is the market and how it goes. But yes, so in the user manual with Dragon, it's 0.02 for 10,000 start, and I think it's 0.01. I think the minimum for this EA in the manual is 5,000. I could be wrong. If you're starting at 0.02 for 10,000, I would say 0.01 lots would be for 5,000. So, but it has made $5,000 since I changed it to 10,000. So I think that was only 2 weeks ago. So that's impressive. Probably a bit risky, on the risky side, using 0.06 lots, but it handled it quite well, and it is currently killing it. I think it's good. Obviously, Dragon Expert can be good on a bigger account. So yeah, quite impressed. Move on to the other moving average multiplier. This one lost money at the start, but now it looks like it is at break even at the moment. So it's a little bit higher than break even. So if I closed everything right now, I would have made a little bit of money. But it's obviously not good to see your account go down to $618. Losing $300 and something dollars, and then being like, oh sweet, okay, I'm in profit now. So that's interesting. It may be good, maybe not, but who knows. Moving on to MoneyPile, this has been probably one of the most solid EAs that I've ever used in terms of it making money and having a low drawdown. So we started with the balance of 10,000 and it's made 2,578. Since I think in 2 weeks, which is really impressive. But just remember, I am using 0.1 lots, which may be a bit too risky for this EA. I'm not sure. I'd like to probably let it go for a bit longer. This is default settings. The only thing I changed was the lot size from 0.01 to 0.1, starting at 10,000. So really, yeah, I'm really impressed with MoneyPile. It is definitely a great EA. I can definitely recommend it. However, the minimum recommended account size with this one is $1,000 for 0.01 lots. That is the only thing with this. And it doesn't make a heap of money fast. It's a slower EA, like at making money, or I think it's a slower EA. I don't know about everyone else's opinion. But in terms of other ones that I've, if you look at Dragon, it's made twice the amount in the same time. However, it's probably more risky. MoneyPile is probably less risky, even though it's sitting at negative $434. That's nothing. That's hardly any drawdown for a $12,000 account. So yeah, pretty cool. This is the make money, and it's up $115 at the moment, but we are down $500-ish from the start one. So pretty disappointed at that, but it is definitely probably the settings as well that aren't that great. So we'll get rid of that, and in favor of one of the new EAs. Algo was one of the newer ones that I started. The thing is with this, how it trades essentially is it places buys and sells on when it opens trades, and it will trade one way and close orders as it moves along. So right now, if I zoom out, That's as far as I can zoom out, and we take this off. If we go back, oops, doesn't matter. If we go back here, you can see, well, as you can probably tell what I'm looking at here. If we go to M15, it might show us, bingo. Okay, so these are all the trades, right? So see Algo, it's sold. It came back up. It took profit, came back up. Probably closed buys, because you can see kind of the blue lines there are where it's closing buys and sells, and the red, I think, maybe are sells. But what it does, how this EA trades, right, from what I can see, is that it will place buys and sells, and as it's moving one way, it will close those orders, and keep going. So if the market was going down, it would place sell, and close those orders, but also place buys at the same time as well. So as it hits here and it starts going back up the other way, it'll still do sells, but also, and then close the buys. So it still makes money as it's moving up and down, but you go into drawdown, as you can see right now. So we're currently down $206.40 on the minute time frame, and if we move out to H4, which we might be able to here, right, so if we have a look at USD CAD now, for all those sells to kind of close, the market would have to come back down. So imagine if this market went all the way up, back to 1.456, and it was still placing sells all that way up. So imagine if it done this, right? It went boom all the way up to here. I can't really do. I can draw a trend line. So imagine if it started placing sells from like down here all the way up to here. That's a lot of 0.01s, right? And it'll probably blow your account, especially if you have, if we're down $206 now with $800 in this amount of room. So if you like this again, that's another 200. This again, another 200. This again. So you're down $1,000 on that move up, just in that short time frame. So, well, this is hour 4. Yeah, that's the only thing with this. It is profitable, but I think what you'd probably be wanting to look for with this robot is a very ranging market. So up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So in these swings here, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and then it doesn't really go up, so you'd be placing lots of sells or buys coming down here and then go up and probably close them. So if you're going to use, my recommendation, if you're going to use Algo 2.0, find the most ranging pair you can and chuck it on that. 0.01 per 1,000 and 1 pair only. And you will make money. It does make money, but it does obviously go into drawdown. That's the only thing with it. So as it goes on longer and longer, you're going to have a whole heap of cells that you're going to have to close anyway. So I probably wouldn't use it again, to be honest. Now this is Precis EA. It has been trading quite well. This is another one, I think it's version... Yeah, this is version 1. I do have version 2, so what I might do... this is going to be one I'm going to do on the new challenge, challenge 3, but I do have version 2, so I'm going to use that one because it is apparently better, less DD, less drawdown. But this is a profit for the month so far. So since I've been using this system or demoing it anyway, the minimum by the creator is $1,000 minimum, but best to have $2,000 based on the default settings. That I think the risk is maybe, yes, 0.5 risk, so 0.5% per 2,000. In saying that, it has been trading quite well. I'm quite impressed. At the moment, it's down $103. It does have a lot of free margin left. But the profit for today, which was yesterday, was $94, and the day before that was $46. So that's really, really good profits. And I've been told that this one does go into, it has to go into a bit of drawdown to make a profit. So I think it's trades based on like a basket type profit system. So what it will do is it will kind of add more trades to the ones that are going quite well, and once it gets to a certain amount, it will just close all, and then goes from there. So really interesting. I have a few other robots of this one as well to test. The other one is MIEA, and I may have one or two more of them to test. But yeah, very interesting strategy. It is trading all these pairs, but yeah, quite good so far. Now, Forex Stabilizer. It has been trading quite well. I've been quite impressed. Its balance is $1,231. It is currently down 33, based on just one GU. I'm running two pairs though. And turbo risk limit 50%. So yeah, GU did come down. It is trading the 1 hour time frame. There is a buy and take profit there, and another buy. So it is down, $31. But if the market does come back up, it'll there's a take profit there. So I'm not sure how it works, but I guess we'll see what happens with this one. Maybe see what happens. I might get rid of this one in favor of the new EAs. And then Stepping Stone. It's just been trudging along. It's made $97 since I started it a couple of weeks ago. It's been going great. I don't really know much more to say about it, other than it does have a basket profit of $5, and it's just got a fixed lot of 0.02, and that's it. Max orders of 10, and if we have a look at the history for the last week, which is interesting. If you have a look at all of this, it should be around about $5, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes it loses money. But the last week it's made $9. Yes, because of those losses, loss, and a loss there. But still, it's made money. It hasn't lost money, and it hasn't gone into much drawdown at either. So, yeah, I can definitely recommend this one at this stage in time. I can recommend this EA. It's been pretty solid. I think it's been pretty solid. And last of the IC Markets EAs, we have the Titan EA. All of these pairs. So we've got 7 pairs running, all on I think 1% of risk, and we are up $43 and are $17 in profit open trades at the moment. So that is interesting, because it wasn't going too well, but now it's going well. So yeah, happy days. Don't know if I'd use it on live account yet. It is quite slow, and I really like that you can't, by the looks of it, things are going to go pear-shaped. It's going to go pear-shaped quite slowly, and you can probably get out of it without losing too much of your balance. Whereas a lot of other EAs, if things go pear-shaped, they go pear-shaped in like 5 minutes, and then you lose everything. So you have no chance of trying to trade out of the problem that you've got with the robot. So last but not least, we have the Forex Kingle and the money piles, the ones that have been running for the longest I've had running. And unfortunately, it looks like maybe Pepperstone have closed the demo accounts because there's actually no connection. I can't log in anymore to these demo accounts, so which is really disappointing. They are probably the longest running demo accounts I've had. But I started both of these. I think I started this money pile pair with like $500 or $600 in demo, and it is now currently at 4,670. And I started this in, I think it was the 10th of March that I started this, and unfortunately, no, bingo, $3,670 it's made since the 19th, and I did start it with $500 running 2 pairs. That is absolutely insane. And I'm pretty sure, yes, so everything else is the same. So if I hit reset here, bingo, the only thing that I changed as it was making money was the lots. So I started both of these on 0.01, and as the account grew in size, I increased the lot size ever so slightly. So every $1,000 I just made it to 0. We don't want to do that. We just want to print a report. No, it's not going to do it, and the reason why is because there's no connection to server. Damn it. Okay, well, I guess you can kind of get a picture of how it's been trading. It's just unfortunate because all these figures, or some of these figures down here, are not going to be correct because of the start. So obviously the drawdown is not going to be 100%. It's only saying that because of that start part where it went negative. So we can, yeah, okay, we can look at the gross profit. So 8,172, but it lost 4,501. So its total net is 36. Okay, what's the download tick story? Let's get rid of that. Yeah, $3,670 or quite close to it. It won't be that because of that start. But yes, wrapping up money pile, running 2 pairs, it's wow, it's just blown me away. So would I start it with $500 again? Yes. Based on this, I would. Based on this, I definitely would. Even though if I run a back test on MoneyPile on $1,000, sometimes it makes it through without blowing the account, sometimes it doesn't. And I think with this, it just all comes down to when you started the robot. It's kind of like a bit like Lotto. So you might roll a good week to start it on, or a good month to start it on, and then it goes good from there, and you've got enough equity to handle the drawdowns, like maybe this one here, this one here, and then this big one here, and this big one here, and this quite, they're not quite big, but they're drawdown areas where it's placing bigger lot sizes. Yeah, so just take note of that. But the profit factor is 1.82. Just remember that these figures are not correct because I can't access the account right now. But I'm really impressed. MoneyPile. I'm that impressed. I'll probably save a bit of money and chuck $500 in and start both of these on a live account and just go for it. See what I can do. you know, March, April, May, June. It's been almost 3 months. Yeah, around about 3 months, and it's made that amount of money. So that's really good. Yeah, quite impressed. And the next one, last but not least, this also, no demo account, so I can't really print much. I might be able to print out what it had before it died. I think this one started on the 10th. Let's have a look. It probably won't be able to get anything because there's no connection to the server. Damn. But anyway, the end result we'll say is $14,480, running 3 pairs. Their optimized settings. They trade between certain times of the day, and all I can say is like I've optimized the the cycle I think is 1, and all the other settings have been optimized for these ones. So I tried this on a live account, and unfortunately Euro USD blew my account. So maybe the 5-minute time frame is a bit too risky for Kingle. It might be best to go to the hour time frame with this one. But yes, that will pretty much do it for this episode. I'm going to set this laptop up tomorrow, and I'll do a quick recording of what I've got set up, and we'll go from there. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I do apologize for that last video. I'll make sure that before I upload them to YouTube that they're all good. But I was just rushed for time, and I just wanted to get some content out to you guys. So yes, on the Instagram I'll put up a list of all the robots that I decide that I'm going to use in the next challenge. But until then, and I'll obviously tell you all tomorrow when I finish recording the video on the setup. But yes, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.